Okay, let's talk about dukkha. We don't talk about people and things at all. We just talk about the nature of what is real. What is real? Just a moment, please. Okay, now we don't talk about I or you or thing at all. We just talk about the nature of the absolute reality, no matter what. And as Dharma is different, one can experience an object and the other cannot experience object at all. No one there at all. Just we are talking about nature, the truth of the nature of reality. That's why whatever arises, it has to be conditioned to arise, and whatever has arisen, it has to fall away instantly. So what's the benefit, or what's the use, or what the advantage of just arise and not be there anymore again in samsara? Never be the same at all, just only once in samsara. So what is the use of everything which is conditioned to arise and falls away? Otherwise, the idea of self is that which is the reality which can experience an object and then fall away. Whatever appears now, fall away instantly, unknown. That's why when there is that which can experience an object and we take it for I, it experiences that which is not permanent. And even the seeing is not permanent. Everything is not permanent at all. So what the use of arising and falling away of whatever is conditioned? See, otherwise there can be clinging to the idea, and that arises and falls away. No permanent tree or people and thing at all. That's why we talk in the absolute sense of the nature of all kinds of that which is conditioned. Sankhara Dhamma. See, all Sankhara Dhamma are dukkha. It does mean only unsatisfactory or whatever it is. But what is that? It's not that minimum unknown atom. That's why there cannot be the eradication of I or the permanent thing unless the moment of enlighten the truth of that which there arises and falls away. And that is meant by the meaning of dukkha or sankhara dhamma. Sankhara dhamma only is not permanent, so it's dukkha. What's the use of just arise and falls away all the time, no matter what? That which experiences or that which cannot experience. Can that be understood? Otherwise, everything appears as so very permanent, thinking, seeing things around, see? But actually, it's just there only when it's there and then gone. Even when it's there, it arises and falls away unknown. So the world seems very satisfactory, see? But actually, nothing at all. So what's the benefit? What's the use of just arise and falls away instantly? Never the same. Like now. That's why to study the teachings of the Buddha is to understand what is there now. Otherwise, the Four Noble Truths has no meaning at all. Just talk about it. But it's not just talk about it. It is this moment of whatever is there. Enlightened by the Buddha, the one who had accumulated lots of parami years and years ago. That's why people in the Tipankara Buddha were so very happy, pleasant to know that even they didn't experience the whatever is now as it is taught. But one day, no matter when, that can be known by developing parami little by little from moment to moment and see how long will it take to understand this moment as it is, and not just only one reality. In a day, all other has to be eradicated to understand that there is no self and no one at all. Otherwise, it is I all the time. The feeling, Vedana Khanda, Sanya Khanda, Sankhara Khanda, Vijnana Khanda. That's why if anyone is not directly experienced as it is, lopa and ignorance is there. So it's quite a long way. So now we know that we are talking about that which is now appearing to understand the truth. It's not there now, again and again, only just for a short moment. So what's the use? What's the benefit of just arise to see and hear and then gone? No matter it, there is memory at moment of seeing, but then it's gone completely, never to return. And from understanding this point, one begins to understand the virtues of the Buddha so great. Otherwise, no one think about this moment at all. But actually, the truth is now, only now, in a moment, arising and falling away. That's the meaning of dukkha, ariya satya. Not only rupa, not only nama, not only one rupa or nama, all conditioned realities just arise and falls away instantly. Is it not dukkha? No one can control because actually there's no one in a moment, just one moment. There are different realities from moment to moment all the time. Otherwise, we think a lot about the word and the explanation, but what about this moment? It's there, not direct experienced yet, because panya is not enough. But from hearing again and again about this truth, it will bring right awareness to understand whatever is there as anatta. All the words of the teaching must bring about the understanding of no one, no I, no thing, clearly and clearly, little by little. Is there still a question about the Ariya Satya, the first dukkha? Now, this moment is there. No matter what, the seeing, the thinking, the feeling, the memory, or whatever. Otherwise, it will lead to more doubt about this word or that word. It is useless as long as it's not the moment of beginning to understand what is now, that which is seen as just that. No thing in it, no bird, no tree, no bed, no chair. See? And it, which is experienced no more, just very shortly. And that's the meaning of all Dhamma, all conditioned Dhammas are anatta. It has to lead to the understanding of this moment as what is there. As Buddha taught, seeing is conditioned. It arises as see and following. Nothing in it. Nothing in that which is seen. All gone completely from moment to moment. So very rapidly. Unknown from life to life. Until hearing the word about the truth of whatever appears. Not there anymore. Never. So one understands the dukkha at this moment when it's time, not permanent. But without the understanding of that which is there as nama or rupa, there cannot be the moment of directly experiencing the arising and falling away, what it appears as so permanent. Otherwise, it will not lead to detachment, letting go of ignorance and attachment to wanting to understand whatever is heard, but not now. But whatever is heard now, when it's the object of carefully thinking, considering, it will bring more and more understanding. Anatta, not trying to do anything. Just know that it's there, but the panya is not enough. That's why listen more to the truth. Nothing is permanent at all. Even right now, see. Otherwise, it will condition the moment of clinging as before, as usual. But no one can stop the arising of attachment and ignorance because they are conditioned by many, many moments in the past, years and years ago. That's why even that has to be known by directly awareness with panya, which hears now about what is there, little by little. Is now the Ariya Satya? Not yet. It is Satya, but not Ariya yet, because it has to be the highly developed panya, which bring more and more understanding to be Ariya Satya. Nothing is truer, more truth than this, the absolute. And at this moment, thinking about that which is seen, is that panya or avijja. See, different from moment when there is no thinking about that at all. But after hearing the truth of this moment, it depends on conditions. When will it bring about or condition the moment of direct awareness of that which is now appearing, little by little. And it has to be known all day, at any time, with the understanding of anatta, not me, but it's the moment of conditioned direct awareness to understand that which is now appearing. So it's quite a long way, because when it's the idea of self, you try hard to understand it. But when it's anatta, even trying is conditioned. Whatever is there is conditioned by many, many different conditions. That's why Buddha taught for 45 years to understand that which appears with conditions, many, many conditions, to bring about the understanding of this moment by condition. That's why Cetana, attention, is not one of the Eightfold Path at all. At all. And Panya has to understand Cetana, intention, trying very hard to do something in order to experience it, which is not right at all, because that's done by the idea of self. It's still me, so it brings more and more me or self instead of right understanding. So Khanti Barami is needed with Viriya Barami and Satya Barami and Adidana Barami right now, little by little, when there is understanding only. But when there's no understanding, it cannot be Barami, because not understanding will lead to not understanding only. Is that Sankhara Dhammanam? What is that? It's there now, gone, very rapidly. That's why it takes quite a long, long time to develop the understanding of no me, no self, no thing at all. And we just use the word anatta, anattaness. Understand the meaning of it, but what about this moment? What is anatta? It's there all the time, unknown. And until Suttamaya Panya develops with Chintamaya Panya, and this is Bhavanamaya Panya, with understanding only.